Hey guys, I'm Aaron Lavoie, the Midwestern Hoof Trimmer with Midwestern Hoof Trimming School, and we are in Cairo, Egypt. I'm actually on my way out of town. I spent the last 5 days, about 5.5 hours southeast of Cairo at El Bahariya, which stands for Oasis North, or the Northern Oasis. I was conducting training at Johanna Enma Farms, and I would really like to extend a thank you to Johanna Enma Farms for allowing me to take video of our workshop. It went really good. I was honored to work with the whole crew, everybody there. Such an amazing farm. I'm currently all done, took a tour of the pyramids yesterday, and now I am just sitting here at the hotel waiting for my negative PCR COVID test so that I can board the plane and head home tonight at about 1:30. I believe it's going to be around 24-hour total transit time. All right, so I'm going to take you to the footage and walk you through how my week went at the at Enma Farms.
So after 18 hours travel time and another 5-hour drive through the desert, we kicked day one off with the farm manager, Dr. Tarek, giving me a brief introduction, and then we move on to the classroom portion as I go through the terminology, anatomy, and trim steps with the help of the head of animal health and my friend and translator, Dr. Isam. And then from there we move on to our outside laboratory where I demonstrate the trimming steps and we practice trimming and dissecting on cadaver feet. As with every group, these guys were really excited to start cutting open the cadaver feet because this gives the hoof trimmer a true insight of the impact of their trim and the thickness of the sole from front to back and left to right, and it really shows the balance of the pedal bone. There's never any problem getting guys motivated to pick up a knife or pick up a grinder or pick up a saw when it comes to this portion of the workshops. It's everybody's favorite.
All right, well, it's pretty warm. I would say probably around 90-95 degrees, but again, it's super dry, so not really a heat issue. I'm wearing a black shirt and very slightly uncomfortable. One thing I want to point out though is, being that I'm in a different country and with biosecurity risk and everything, I have all brand new clothes on, brand new gloves, brand new wheel, all brand new tools, and I will leave all of that here because I can't enter their country with any biohazards from the United States, as well as returning home. I cannot come home with biosecurity issues from this country to the United States. So I brought all brand new clothes, and I will leave all of this stuff here as part of the deal so that I'm not transporting again any biosecurities. And the nice thing is, when I come back next time, there will already be work clothes here for me, and I won't have to haul that brand new stuff in my luggage.
Day one went really well. As we move on to day two, we're back in the classroom and we cover the bovine bone structure and how it relates to the hoof, and then stresses and their impact and how we as hoof trimmers can help reduce stress in cattle with proper hoof care. And then the last topic before we move outside is hoof lesions, identification, and treatment.
So since it's our first day with the live cows, I'm having the trimmers explain to me exactly what they're doing before they start cutting, because We can't make a mistake on a live cow. Or at least we have to take every single precaution to not make a mistake on a live cow. Right, Mama? We don't want to hurt you.
Even though we were getting by with how we were doing it, I felt like something wasn't quite right with the way the rear legs were positioned, and never owning a Wopa myself, the Wopa is the machine we were using here, I called my good friend Graham Parker because he used to own a Wopa and I worked on his with him, and I know it went smoother than this.
Alright, so I want to publicly take back some of the bad things I've said about Graham. Not all of them. Still some things, you know, that I meant to say. No, I'm just kidding. I really appreciate it. Literally within 2 minutes, I'm in Egypt doing training and struggling with this machine I've never used and these guys aren't familiar with. And he got back to me within 2 minutes, and we had it partially correct, but we had a little part different. We made the correction. It's working a lot smoother. So thanks, Graham, and the Egyptians, thank you as well.
Okay, so here we are on day 3, all live cow trimming today, as we are done with the classroom portion, and the trimmers have all got my approval to commence trimming without explaining what they're going to do, and now I'm just observing, and I can stop and correct if needed, answer questions, and give the guys pointers as they move along in their day. As you can see here, we're working on 2 different machines. We've got the stand-up Wopa on the left hand side, and we've got the layover style machine on the right hand side. And I'd like to add that the farm has already ordered their fully hydraulic stand-up Wopa. They just haven't received it yet.
Alright guys, today is day 4 of the training workshop in Egypt, and it's a beautiful morning. We got 2 crews going. I just stepped out here because it's quieter, because the fans are on and there's 2 grinders running. But we have our 2 crews going. We switched sides, switched teams on machines. Beautiful day. You can tell there's cows outside when they have cover, so you know it's not too hot. These cows are kind of on the edge, but that's a heavy milking group right there, so they're hard working, so they're kind of tucked into the shade a little bit, but some of them are still out. So I'm going to take you inside by our trimming stations. It's kind of loud, but I'll probably narrate over it.
So with it being our last day, the guys doing really well on the first 3 days, I was just on day 4 really just walking around and giving super fine-tuning details, and mostly just giving the guys a thumbs up and telling them great job.
All right, well, we're all finished up here. The guys are just cleaning up, and everybody did really well. We've had a really great last 4 days of trimming and learning, and now we're gonna get cleaned up and have a little graduation ceremony and a little celebration. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to come back to Egypt. We're already making plans. We're setting forth the next steps at Johanna Enma Farms, as well as several other farms have already reached out and tried to book other courses or have me stay here, but I couldn't stay here this week. I have to go home, see my family. So till next time, guys, catch you on the flip flop. Bye.